Yeah, right.
People refrain from coming nearer you. I mean, to the ordinary man, it is contagious. They wouldn't want to know, they don't care to go down to the level to know how contagious it is. Whether it is airborne, whether by just mere association, not many people are aware to that. And because of the repercussion of the disease, he said that
He's taking a
death is the
picture.
ultimate
Here, I'm gonna get out and take a
nobody
picture.
wants to have anything to do with this person who is a death carrier.
Take a picture, lasts longer. Yeah. Stop the car. Kind of pretty. I should have brought my 3D camera. Billy, you be careful. Doesn't look safe.
It's all the way up there. Put the fence up.
Unbelievable. I don't know, just these umbrellas and bottles.
But the basement's here.
Sheriff.
build pumps there.
See, it's the one-armed man. I'm the Martha Stewart, and he's the one who murdered my husband. I've cleared my name. I can finally start money.
Not that bad.
Side street. This is where our water will be running down.
That's right. Like a swamp, you know.
Huh?
They say it's like a swamp down here. It's really low lying. It's got good drainage though. I don't know what the cats are.
Oh,
I got all wiped away.
Radio 1 in Toronto, where it's coming up to Toronto at 10. This morning, you break my luck, you break my heart. It sounds like the lyrics to a country song, but it's actually the title of a display about the effect of bicycle. From CBC Toronto, the hourly news, it is 10 o'clock. Overcast and 17. Good morning, I'm Jill Dempsey. A state of emergency has been called in Peterborough. Heavy rainfall overwhelmed the city's storm drainage system, leaving streets flooded. Police have received calls from drivers stranded in their cars. Sergeant John Lyons says he's never seen anything like it.
It was insane. I mean, we had an officer come in from a place east of here in Havelock, which is about a 20-minute drive from here, and it was bone dry until he reached the outskirts of the city and just said it hit him like just like a tidal wave. So it's kind of bizarre. It's a localized cell of rain that is just parked over Peterborough. It's just bizarre.
A local senior center has been evacuated. Sylvia Sutherland is mayor of Peterborough.
We're telling people to stay home today. We're telling people if they have to leave their home for emergency reasons, like we have in some areas of the city, I gather the water is coming up to the first floor, etc., to go to the Evan Root Center. Most people in Peterborough will know where that is. So they should go to the Evan Root Center. That's where we're evacuating the seniors from extended care.
Sergeant Lyons says so far there have been no reports of injuries. Rivers and streams across Peterborough County and parts of Northumberland are swollen and moving fast. Residents are being asked not to use the water because of concerns over possible contamination from backed up sewers. And transit service in the city has been suspended. Environment Canada expects another 25 to 50 millimeters of rain through the day. In Quebec, the town of Temiskaming has declared a state of emergency. The community is now completely isolated because both major roads that lead into the town are flooded with so much water that they are impassable. Phil Barrett is the mayor of Temiskaming.
We think, some of the beaver dam busted and created that flow of water suddenly in the area. Crave a couple hours later, we find out we had a big washout for the road leading to Ville-Marie North, and also the road between Temiskaming and North Bay. We had a washout.
Barrett says a number of agencies will spend the morning assessing damage. Iran's ambassador to Canada says his country is under no obligation to have a Canadian observer at legal proceedings into the death of a Canadian photojournalist. Tehran is barring Canadian representation at the trial of the men charged with killing Zahara Kazemi. She was beaten to death while being held in an Iranian prison. Ambassador Mohammed Al-Musavi says the decision is not a political one. Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister strongly disagrees. Bill Graham has recalled Canada's ambassador to Iran as an expression of Ottawa's extreme outrage. And Graham says that move is only a first step. He won't say what further action Canada may take, but economic and legal sanctions are possible. The trial starts with 2 counts of pointing a firearm, 2 counts of careless use of a firearm, and criminal harassment. Police Constable Michael Henry has been working for 53 Division for the past 4.5 years. He has been suspended with pay and is to appear in court this morning. It's overcast and 17 right now, with a few showers expected, also the risk of a thunderstorm. The high of 20 today with more showers and thunderstorms expected tonight. And I should mention that Peterborough and the Kawarthas has had a heavy rainfall warning in effect. Well, if you've ever had your bike stolen, you will appreciate this.
They're blocking off the streets here, Billy. What's he doing? Oh, he's going up there and going around. Well, be careful.
Okay, we'll go down Bennett Street.
I want to take a picture though.
No, we'll go down Bennett because it'll be just as bad. To pump out, we'll stop in a minute.
Sure will.
What?
We sure will. It's not too bad. We'll take it inside.
I should stop by and say hello and see if they do need it.
Where's Bill? Where's
Right here.
Here's Gordon.
Yeah.
And it was your old house right there.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 doors now.
2 doors.
Okay, here's Bill. Good neighbor Bill. Right there.
Weed patch.
It's a mess. I think the worst is over though. Look at the mud left.
We'll check John Street and then we'll go home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is where it always floods, eh?
Is it?
Yeah. Well, you can see where it has flooded, eh?
Oh yeah, look at the mess. Oh, jeez.
Oh, look at the mud in here. Oh, it's right up to their doorway, slapping at their doorway.
Uh-oh. Well, I think we better.
You don't know if they've gone away, have they? You don't know if someone's doors have gone away.
Sorry, I don't hear too well.
What's going on?
Right here. Yeah, that's fine. We better get going.
Yeah, okay,
We got our own.
we got water of our own to worry about.
Let's slip by Marie's and see what they're doing. Did you get pictures of the street area?
Yeah.
Took a good job of George. You can see it's bumping out still. Get out.
Wow. That old tree. Oh yeah, I went right over.
Black earth. Black How thick the dirt is on
the water's not that wall.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the walk. Those basement apartments are all flooded out.
I bet.
Shoving about the distance, 15 rows.
People stomp on the streets. Hear the water still coming across here, you see. Like the parking lot. The mud. It's gonna take days to put that on.
We're just wandering around and digging and looking at
Look at all the stuff they got. Everything's flooded up. Let's go down here to King Street. Down here. Traffic on the street.
The railroad's not
Nice, yeah. All these places are all flooded out. On here.
That's what I heard.
But the driest people around would be people in boats. Yeah. Think about it. It's never up that high. Or see, they're afraid to open the floodgate. It's burning up mud. The mud lake. Christ, it must be up at least 2 feet, the water. Shit here, all like a bar.
Oh yeah.
What that's all about.
That got pushed out by the.
Well, that's just dirt. It's just like crap floating. up on the shore here. No.
The city of Peterborough continues under a state of emergency this hour. Officials activated the city's emergency plan after a night of heavy rain caused major flooding. Streets and shops in the city's downtown core remain closed this afternoon. Earlier, 200 residents of a seniors' home had to be evacuated. No injuries have been reported. CBC reporter Brandy Yanchuk joins me live from Peterborough. Brandy, give me a sense of what it's like there this afternoon.
Well, I'm standing here on Crawford Drive, and there's cars on this residential street, and they're just stuck right in the middle of the road. The water is waist high, and people are coming out with pails, and they're trying to get the water out of their basements. I also visited the Peterborough Examiner's newsroom. This is the local newspaper here, and the newsroom is floating. There's garbage pails that are floating, and it's in about a half a meter of water. But they say the newspaper is still going to hit the press tomorrow because the dry part of the building is where the printing press is. I also encountered a man who's devastated because he runs a music school out of his basement, and when he woke up this morning, he found over 10 guitars floating in the water, and also his piano and organ was destroyed. And the local Loblaws as well is flooded, so it's quite a scene here.
How would you say that people in Peterborough are coping with this situation?
People, well, I think it's bringing the best out in some people. I saw two people in a canoe in the middle of the street here, and also another one was on a dinghy, a young girl, and she was just playing around, and everyone seems to be helping everybody out. They're trying to help them clear out their basements, or they're helping to pull the cars out, or the trucks, whatever they can, that get stuck in the middle of the road. So it's bringing the best out. That's what I would say.
Thank you, Brandy. CBC reporter Brandy Yanchuk live in Peterborough. Now, city officials are asking residents not to drink the tap water or flush the toilets there. There are concerns that untreated sewage may have contaminated the water supply. Transit service in Peterborough has been suspended. As well, Trent University in downtown Peterborough now tells us they've canceled all scheduled classes during the day. And there's more rain that could be coming. Environment Canada says another 25 to 50 millimeters of rain are expected to fall during the day. A detective sergeant who smashed up an unmarked police cruiser while drunk will be demoted to constable for 2 years. Detective sergeant, but they did consider the officer's loss of a child and the fact that he's quit drinking since the accident. The International AIDS Conference is wrapping up in Bangkok, Thailand. Toronto delegates, including City Councillor Kyle Ray, have already set their sights on the next conference. In 2006, Toronto will host the conference, drawing an estimated 25,000 people. Ray says it's important those delegates represent the globe.
Canada will be expected to take a very strong position on making sure scholarships will be available to make sure developing nations are able to attend the Toronto conference.
No, it just looks like it just got high up here, that's all.
A new little lake.
Little lake.
Oh, God. Oh, the little animals. The horses are being flooded out. They washed right over the road today.
See that? It's still flowing.
I know. And this feeds into Jackson Creek, you see.
Poor horses are just looking.
Look at mesmerized. They're saying, that's our path.
Going to Lily Lake.
Now there's Lily Lake.
Yeah.
It's really big.
The road.
Washed out. Right now, washed away.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's split.
Oh, it's way up there. That was the worst.
It's deep though. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, look at it. Oh, slow down. Jeez.
I bet my niece Avenue will take a drive down there. If it's open.
What is closed to?
I'm gonna turn around, so
We'll go up it. Look out for the sinkhole.
this is the house. I want to see the house. See if the creek's flooding over here. This is our creek we would have.
Look at how deep it is.
Yeah. But this is the house we don't know. I looked at it, right? Water behind it doesn't look pretty above ground. It's been really fixed up a bit. It's still pretty up.
But it's right at the bottom of that little.
Yeah.
You'd have had troubles.
I bet they did.
More than you have now.
This car looks as if it's been pushed and flooded off into the ditch there.
Oh yeah, look at
All these houses, they always have water problems. We better turn around. Look at this golf courses.
Oh, keep going, keep going. Come on.
It's flooded down here, Brian. I'm not going any further. Look at these cars.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go as far as Callan. Get some pictures here. This poor guy who wants a boost. Oh yeah. We saw it. Holy shit. Tried to get around the barrier, I guess.
Look at these houses here. Like they're swimming in water. These houses.
Oh, yeah. Like below water level.
Way below.
The water's retreated now, but it was right up to here.
Look for money.
Look for money. Look for dead bodies. Look for big lighters. Sure is dirty. foot walls are too high.
Muddy old river.
Old muddy river.
Super muddy.
It keeps on flowing. Oh, something's closed down there.
Jackson Creek. Here's Lynn Snooper. Oh my god.
It's because everybody's heard about Peterborough floods. A flood of Lot 4.
Money Mart, look at all the people in there.
All youngsters too.
See this, we're going over the
Oh, the
Jackson Creek, you see there.
Oh god,
It just overflooded everything. Let's go.
Peterborough, Ontario are cleaning up after a flash flood that caused millions of dollars in damage last night. A state of emergency has been declared and dams have been set up around the city to staunch the flow of water. No injuries have been reported, although 200 people were forced out of a senior's home when the roof collapsed. Margot Kelly reports.
Margot Kidder.
Business owners and residents spent much of the day pumping water out of their flooded basements and assessing the damage. Monique Canton owns a clothing store in downtown Peterborough.
There's good, probably 40 grand in merchandise downstairs at least. Computers, fixtures, all our display stuff.
Canton had trouble getting to her store this morning. Roads were submerged and cars abandoned in a meter of water. The storm was brief but intense, backing up sewer systems and flooding a major creek. Peterborough's fire chief, Lee Grant, says at the peak of the storm, it looked like you could go whitewater rafting.
You actually would be taking your life in your hands to step out on some of the streets downtown. You would not have been able to stand up. The current was moving that fast down the road.
Provincial officials have arrived in Peterborough to assess damage and make sure the drinking water is safe. Several sewage treatment facilities were flooded, causing the escape of untreated sewage into the local river. Margot Kelly, CBC News, Peterborough.
Thousands of people in the Quebec town of Temiskaming are stranded. The only two highways into town were washed out by heavy rain. As well, about 200 homes have been damaged in the flooding. Town officials have set up an emergency center. Transportation officials hope to reopen the highways by tonight. Temiskaming was hit by more than 70 millimeters of rain in the past 24 hours. For the second time this critical time, internally trying to correct the situation. Health Canada says it won't comment on why it fired the three scientists. The union representing them has fired a lawyer to challenge their terminations. Stephen Hindle is the president of the Professional Institute for the Public Service.
You can't just fire people for saying what they believe is true. And if what this turns out to be is retribution or reprisal, then the Staff Relations Board will reinstate the three of them.
Chris Basuda was another scientist who was outspoken about the department's drug policies. He was also on sick leave.